In a previous video I made regarding somebody who asked me, I don't fit in my workplace. These people are very different. What they talk about is different. One of you guys left a comment. I thought that was a pretty funny comment and telling, because I think a lot of people have the same thought. And the comment was, he could try and bang some bitches. Okay, so I giggled at that. It's pretty funny. I think it speaks for a lot of people, males specifically, because that's sort of the way you're brainwashed. Oh, I can't wait to go to university or college to bang chicks, blah 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 blah, right? So it's sort of, the programming starts with movies. You have to see where that programming starts. Movies like American Pie, right? That's where the programming starts, and it's all very deliberate and by design by those who are in control of the major institutions in the society. And so I giggled at that, and I thought that was pretty funny and very stupid and dumb at the same time. And I will explain to you why. You see, my sweet friends, everyone you meet, without exception, okay, no exception, zero, unless you meet a dragon, okay, or somebody who took the time to clean themselves. So I guess if you're in a community of like-minded people living amongst them, then that doesn't apply. But I'm talking, if you live here in society, you do society shit, you go to the grocery store, you get your foods from there, you go to college, you go to university, you go to school, which I reckon is a lot of us here. Then, I mean, we're not in the 60s right now. Most of us are not in the 60s living in communes with other like-minded people or something, right? So I will just say virtually everyone you meet, let's say 995 people out of 1,000 people you meet have parasites. Okay, they have parasites, they have fungus, they have mold inside their intestines, inside their bodies. Their bodies are filthy, toxic, they stink. They're just filthy and dirty and sick and exhausted and tired, and they're anxious and overthinking, and they're hijacked essentially by parasites, by fungus, okay, by parasitic life organisms that feed on them and that control their thoughts and control their minds and control their behavior. So it would be extremely stupid and dumb to sleep around, to have sex with random people that in your workplace or your college or your university or whatever. That would be very stupid and dumb. Excuse my condescending demeanor. Okay, I find it pretty funny that that a lot of folks actually think that comment is very telling. It speaks for a lot of people who think you want to go and you want to have some fun, right? You want to have some fun. And there's nothing wrong with that. Just recognize that fun is going to come at a pretty expensive price, and that price is your health. Because you will, who do you think is planting these thoughts in your head anyway? He could try and bang some bitches. It's the parasites. Of course, they wanna be fruitful and multiply. They read the Bible too. You think you're the only one reading the Bible? The parasites are reading the Bible too. They want to be fruitful and multiply. And what better way to be fruitful and multiply than to tell you to go bang other bitches, as many bitches, or bang some bitches who have parasites, so that these parasites inside of you can be fruitful and multiply with these other parasites. So you could introduce new parasites to your system. The bitches can introduce new parasites to their system, and these parasites can be fruitful and multiply. Are you in control? It's the parasites that are controlling your thoughts, controlling your behavior, controlling your cravings, controlling your mind. Yeah, so that's kind of stupid. You have to see things with your third eye. So as long as you're deceived by your two eyes are dualistic too. Okay, they're dualistic. You have two eyes here, they're dualistic. And you have your third eye. Your third eye is one. You see? That's the single eye. That's the eye of oneness. That's the eye that sees things holistically. So if you're looking at another human being, and I mean, if you're a woman watching this, just simply reverse, okay? Just apply this, you know, to a guy, okay? So just reverse and go along. Take the message out of this. So when you look at a woman, for example, and she arouses you sexually, she arouses you in a certain way, you feel a certain tingling in your sex chakra or something, you know? Now, what caused that? What caused that is sensory input. Sensory input caused by one of your senses. That's your eyes, because those are the most deceptive senses we have. Those are your eyes, okay? And that, in result, gets translated into, I perceive this person as someone I want to have sex with. That arouses you, that interests you, because your eyes are programmed to see certain something in that person that is arousing to the sexual energy. Okay, based on I see this, I have been programmed to perceive big tits as sexually arousing. That programming can be either societal from your society, or it could be biological. You know, biologically, men are biologically geared to be attracted to women with bigger hips, okay, because it resembles fertility. Okay, so the programming can be from your society, from porn that you watch, or it could be from your biological programming. It could be both, a combination of both societal programming and biological programming. Now remember, and I will quote Vivekananda, he said that the purpose of human being is to rise above the laws of nature. Okay, so here you are, either nature programmed you in a certain way, or society, or both, usually both. And so you see somebody, there we go, I like this person, I saw, she looks like a porn star that I saw, that I got off of. And I mean, you see people from different races, they usually tend to find women from their race more attractive. That's purely cultural programming. Okay, a lot of times it's not even biological, it's cultural. So here you are with the dualistic eyes, you're being caught into the illusion, and now you want to have that person. You want to possess them physically. You want to, you know, use them to give you pleasure. Hence the remark, he could try to bang some bitches. Now, if you see things more holistically from one eye, you're going to look and you're going to see that whole person's life story unfold right before your eyes. You're going to see this person as somebody that's being born, that is dying. You might even look at this young, good-looking woman and see somebody who's old. See somebody who's 80 years old, somebody who's about to die, who's basically an immortal, a mortal just like you, who is just another fellow soul on a journey like you, coming here because of their karma mostly, being totally asleep, totally stuck to the illusion. And so you see with your third eye, and you zoom in, and you see this person. Oh, okay, this was a child. They grew up. They ate a certain way. They acted a certain way. They got programmed a certain way. And this is what I'm looking at. A whole different ball game, because that person now may not attract you sexually like they would if you were just to judge based on your dualistic eyes. And in fact, the more you learn about yourself and how filthy you are because of all the vaccines and all the foods you've been eating all your life, and you recognize, holy shit, I got a lot of parasites here. And then you start to see, holy fuck, everyone around me has the same shit. Everyone around me is nasty and filthy and dirty and parasitic. And, you know, in all likelihood, that bitch that you looked at that looks very attractive wouldn't be so attractive in the morning with that stinky, smelly breath, because she probably eats mainstream society food that makes her breath stinking, that makes her body odor stinking, that makes her armpit stinking. So your dualistic eyes are fooling you, my friend. They're fooling you, my friends, because they're all of us, you know. I shouldn't say us, but you know, whoever is being deceived, and we've all been deceived, being deceived, or will be deceived at some point or another, until you continue to open your third eye and start to see things more holistically. So here you are, again, if you were to actually be beside this this good-looking woman based on whatever your eyes perceived as good-looking, and smell her breath in the morning and smell her armpits in the morning, you would be very disgusted, probably very quickly, very disgusted. Okay, because there's a good chance that, you know, again, you're living in a parasitic, dirty, filthy matrix society. You are. Okay, now it would be a whole different ball game if you lived in a commune somewhere where people ate holy foods and did holy things and were just very clean and very pure. Then that's a different ball game. You know, that's a whole different ball game. I remember last year I used to go to this yoga studio, and yeah, there's a lot of nice women there. Okay, let's just say that. And I was attracted to them. They were attracted to me. The energy, it's very different. So if you're in a clean environment with clean people around you, that's absolutely. I mean, go ahead, by all means, because at that point you won't even call them bitches. You'll just see them as fellow souls. So that comment on its own is very telling. Okay, because when you're in a clean environment and you yourself is clean, and the people around you are clean, you know, these women around you are clean, these men around you are clean, if you're a woman, or whatever you're attracted to, you know, just again, base it on whatever your preference is. And then that's a different ball game. You wouldn't even call them bitches at that point. You would see them as fellow souls. And then from that point, you may decide if you want to go ahead and engage in a relationship with that person or not, in a way that involves the sexual organs and all the rest of it, all the rest of the human condition that comes along with it. Okay? You have to be very aware here. You have to look at things from your third eye. You're getting yourself in a lot of mess here if you're going to simply act upon your programming and see things with your dualistic eyes. You're going to get yourself in a lot of trouble. You're going to pick up lots of diseases, lots of parasites, if you're going to get in that behavior. And you're also going to leave some bad residue behind, also known as karma. Because those people that you want to bang, because again, your eyes told you, they're programmed to see this person as attractive for whatever reason, they're in all likelihood, not conscious people. They're not conscious people. They don't even know why they're here. They don't even know that the reincarnation is such a thing. They don't even know they're souls. They're just programs, right? Most of the people are just programs. Just cogs, right? So what's going to happen is you're going to engage in a certain behavior. That other person, because they don't know who they are, they may get attached to you for whatever reason or whatever it is, and you wind up hurting them along the way, and now you left some bad karma behind, some residue behind. There we go. So stop being fooled by your two eyes and start to see things here with your third eye. Start to see things in wholeness. Start to see things in oneness. And clean yourself up, for God's sake. We all got parasites. I don't think, if you don't know that, if you're not seeing that, you're definitely not aware of the magnitude of this thing. Not yet. You're obviously here, you're watching these videos, you're definitely getting more educated. I'm getting more educated, so I put it out there, you get more educated. Get some proper education on the situation and what's happening, why you're here, why people are here, how asleep everyone is, how clogged up everyone is in the matrix. And from that point, make choices. Again, you still want to bang those bitches? By all means. Those parasites would love that. Oh, they would love that. They're Bible heads too, those parasites. Be fruitful and multiply. And they're very good at it. Okay? So thank you to all the beautiful, wonderful supporters on Patreon. One big kiss for the family on Patreon and for everybody else watching this. I love you guys. If you would like to pledge your support on Patreon, there is a link in the description. You could go in and you could simply get your credit card, get off your lazy ass right now, and pledge support $2 a month, and that somehow will help you with whatever you're creating with karma here. Okay, you're allowing this process to grow. You see, this process of spreading the light, spreading awareness. Other than that, if you want to book a one-on-one consultation, You could do so down in the description as well. Love all of you guys, and until next time, may the force be with you.